Sometimes, even when it's clear that the only solution is divorce, some spouses aren't willing to take that step. If you're looking to finalize your divorce and move on, that kind of resistance can be particularly difficult. If your spouse refuses to agree to a divorce and puts up barriers throughout the process, a qualified divorce lawyer can help you navigate any hurdles they place in the way of your separation. Every spouse that refuses to agree to divorce has their own reasoning. Still, some of the most common reasons spouses resist the process include wanting to stay together for the kids, not wanting their spouse to move on, often to another partner, taking their anger and resentment out on their spouse, not wanting to give up control, trying to avoid divorce matters like property distribution and alimony payments. They hope that if they remain persistent, they may be able to reconcile. Now, whether the spouse wants to remain together as a couple or not, some spouses are simply committed to making the process nearly impossible for their petitioning partner. Sometimes when a spouse refuses to cooperate and agree to move forward with the divorce, the one petitioning may think twice. It's a common misconception that the respondent spouse must agree to the divorce, but that is not the case in Minnesota. Spouses do not have to agree to a divorce. Even if your spouse stands firm in their decision to refuse your request for a divorce, you can still move forward with the process as there are options available to finalize a divorce regardless of whether your spouse participates or not. The divorce process begins by serving a petition for the dissolution of your marriage. This involves serving your spouse with copies of all filings as notice of your impending case. From here, the next step in your divorce process is to file a petition for the dissolution of your marriage with the court. Sometimes, when a spouse expects to be served, they'll do everything possible to evade that service. They'll change their routine and become unavailable, all so that the individual trying to serve them cannot locate them. Difficult spouses often do so with the hopes that their partner will eventually give up. If that's the case for you, you can petition the court for permission to serve your spouse through certified mail or publication, and a divorce lawyer can help you complete this service to proceed with your case. After your spouse receives the documents via service of process, they'll have 30 days under Minnesota law to serve their response on you. In the response, they will formally respond to the details in your petition. If they choose to ignore their duty or refuse to respond, you can petition the court for a default divorce, through which you can prove that your spouse successfully received service but failed to make a timely response. The judge may then grant what you requested in your petition, meaning your marriage would be officially over. Sometimes, spouses will get difficult towards the end of the divorce process. If you and your spouse negotiate your terms but they refuse to sign the divorce papers, you or your divorce lawyer can request a court date in which the judge can proceed to finalize the divorce. Dealing with a difficult spouse can make an already challenging situation worse, but the experienced divorce attorneys at Johnson Turner Legal know how to work around the struggle of a tough spouse. Contact our office today to book a quick guidance call with a skilled divorce lawyer, and let's discuss how we can help you.